I posted this yesterday when the Kawhi Leonard scandal broke, and I just think that most of the Clippers' punishments that could come down from the NBA are funny when you actually think about it. Since 2020, the Clippers have been the worst drafting team in the NBA, so stripping their draft picks isn't really a punishment. They basically throw away all their draft picks on draft night. They haven't drafted a single NBA rotation player in years. I mean, at this point, I don't even really know if that is a punishment. They've also been resistant to rebuilding, so them losing their draft picks doesn't really matter all that much anyway. They're not going to tank anytime soon. They're kind of just consistent about getting free agents via trade or free agency and doing it that way. They're the only team in the NBA that's figured out how to team build without drafting well at all over the last few years. The next point is suspending Kawhi Leonard. I mean, he already misses 30 games a year anyway, at least. I don't really know what that does. It's not like he plays all the games. And lastly, fining them. Steve Ballmer, money is not real to this man, clearly. He is just spending money out the ass. He is literally going over the max contract to pay Kawhi Leonard, which is what this whole scandal came from in 2021. Also can't vacate anything from the Clippers either. They haven't won anything. The best thing they've done is get to the conference finals, and they're not going to vacate a conference finals appearance. If you really want to punish the Clippers, my buddy Matt came up with a funny solution. Just have them take the Paul George contract off the Sixers books. I would really appreciate that. Having to pay Paul George a max over the next 3 years is probably the worst punishment that could possibly happen to the Clippers, and I totally agree with this. Ultimately, I think this has to go one of two ways. If you're the NBA, you either need to strip the Clippers of all of their draft picks way into the future so they have legitimately no draft capital, fine them, void the contract that Kawhi signed, or do nothing. It's either or. A slap on the wrist does nothing for anyone. This could set a crazy precedent. Every team in the NBA might have to open their books and see who is truly being paid off the cap and who isn't. Pablo Torre, who originally reported this story, said that he had a bunch of Knicks haters hitting him up about investigating the Jalen Brunson contract. This could be a slippery slope for the NBA and teams across the NBA. Mark Cuban, who is defending Steve Ballmer on Twitter for this stuff already. Obviously, people are looking into what happened with Dirk's contract there when he was pretty much consistently taking discounts with the Mavs. So it's up to the NBA. Either you legitimately do an investigation, find the Clippers did something uniquely wrong and throw the book at them, or you do nothing and you move on. These little punishments they possibly could do just mean nothing in the grand scheme of things, and I think it needs to be an either-or thing.